16 years old. And he had no future. Sounds familiar? Yes. So, and he was shepherding. So his uncle came and he said, Jimmy, what are you doing here? You do nothing. You want to come with me somewhere far away from here so you can have a life and you can have money. And so Jimmy thought, okay, I will do that. And the uncle said, you do that, but you do not go to your mother to say goodbye. Mm-hmm. This is the only criterion for me to... And Jimmy said, why is that? Because if you go to your mother to say goodbye, she will never let you go. Mm-hmm. So Jimmy left. Where did he go? Across in Turkey, in Smyrna. He started trading, and his commerce went very, very well. So he moved from Smyrna to Trieste in Italy. And he thought, what does Parnonas produce? Wine, silk, cheese, chestnuts, wool from the sheep and the goats. Πώς είναι τα χαλιά? Carpets. Okay. So he started trading. Olives. He started trading. And he was pushing all this into the northern Europe and Russia. So he became a very wealthy man. When he became a very wealthy man, he said, what is it that I can do in order to help my village? So he built a 2-story academy that used to be where the school is located now. But the academy, Ibrahim came under the Ottoman Empire and he burned down. The school had 40 children that they were the new farmers. So this was actually the first farming school of the Greek estate. The school had chemistry lab, astronomy lab. Yes, because they were very, because Jimmy believed that you have to have the science background to do farming and to do all kinds, and in order to predict the weather, you have to have a meteorological, so you had to have chemistry, mathematics, and astronomy. And of course, this was in here. 40 young children were staying day and night in here, and after 4 years, they had something that they were very good at. They were mastores. You know, mastores is the master of something. And of course, from the black, we see that the school was in 1798, that it was established, and it rhymes. And it rhymes with the same rhythm as the Odyssey of Homer. So it uses the same stylistic literature style as Homer, which means that there is a continuation of the culture from the Homeric ages to the 1798. Okay? And it says in here, this is the school προς τον φιλοθεάμονα. Being very friendly to looking and observing. So you are philotheamones because you came here to see the beauty, right? So it says in here, I'm going to tell you, friends, that you are here for the looking, what I am standing in here for. Now, just to get you a little bit, I'm not going to read it all, but just for the rhyme of it, because you need to get the feeling of the language. Τι έστικα σταμβούμενος φιλοθεάμων, με απορρίαν μυστικήν ζητείς το όνομά μου, να μάθεις να βεβαιωθείς τι το επάγγελμά μου. Κάποιος επροστάτευσε σε αυτό το κάμωμά μου. This is the important part. Ημί οικία των μουσών. I am the house of the muses. 9 of them. So the muses are what makes you, gives you the inspiration. Okay, so if you do drama, if you do music, if you do astronomy, if you do history, you have to have inspiration. Without inspiration, forget it. It's just a paying job. Now, so in here it says «Ημί οικία των μουσών», which means that you have to be inspired by what you are doing in life. You cannot live a life that is just how much, 20 hours, get paid, go. «Ημί οικία των μουσών κείνων του ελικόνος, σχολείων ονομάζομαι του τρέχοντος αιώνος». I am a school of this important part.
Of this century.
Σοφίαν επαγγέλλομαι. I teach wisdom. Wisdom. So you don't get a piece of paper in here, you get wisdom. Now, we have agreed that wisdom is applied knowledge. You have a knowledge and then you apply it. That's wisdom. So, there is a focus in the school about gaining skills. Σοφίαν επαγγέλλομαι, αφής ουδέν γλυκίων της νέης χρησιμότερον το αναγκαίο βίο. I am teaching wisdom, which is the sweetest to the young people and the most useful to them to make their lives. Like, duh, do you need to really look? This is where it all lies. And I thought, when I read this, and I'm telling you, you ask the people in here if they have ever read this.
I'm pretty sure no.
And there is not one damn person that knows what does this say. And it's here and it cries and it yells. Teach your young applied knowledge. Teach your young.
First of all, you have to know Greek and then you have to read Greek as well.
Yes, and you have to have this perspective that you just don't pass something. This tells you something, a stop. Take 5 minutes. And of course, after I read this, I made it a very big, how can I say, my life's aim. Because I'm a certified teacher. And I taught a lot of courses and I was in education. I wish they gave me applied knowledge, wisdom, okay? And of course, I would not do anything unless there was Meraki inside. I'm not good for Christiana, you do this, Christiana, you I'm going to do what I like. Right now, I am paid because there is positive energy. I'm paid because there are faces, and this is life. I don't want to just be here. No, because this has meaning. It has huge meaning to me personally.
Have you also taken a picture of that?
Yes.
Because it should be on Facebook stuff. It rhymes, and it's unique that it rhymes. It's really good.
If you go, I have it in the Meraki People many times, and of course most of my pictures are in front of this plaque in here, and I'm saying let's revitalize the old school, because now we can do it virtually. You see, they would not allow me to do that physically. This belongs to us, they cannot do this, and it doesn't belong to you. And I'm going, I don't want the property, I want kids to be here.
Yes.
So what have I pictured? I have pictured all the big universities coming in here and solving problems. Because that's what it says. Sophia, applied knowledge.